Zenless Zone Zero is a mix of Genshin, Persona, and Mousetrap, but thirstier.
Careful now.
But if you're not about that degen life, there's still a lot of other things to enjoy. There's bears, coffee, doggos, gambling, cats, combat that is actually fun, shark girl, cat girl, rat girl, blue girl, poor girl, burger girl, a Mitsubashi evil fork, more dogs, more cats, more whatever this is, lumberjack robot, pandas, someone to serve you ramen in your nightmares, cats, poop, and bang boos, which I could only describe as a love child between a rabbit and a minion. So considering the success of Genshin and Star Rail, it was pretty obvious that Zenless would pop the f*** off. I never had the intentions of playing Zenless, but boredom got the best of me, and ever since I haven't been able to get the thought of Grace's eyes, thighs, or grippers out of my head. But if that doesn't sell ya, there's Mommy Maid, Frankenstein Maid, Shark Maid, Sexy Butler questioning my sexuality, Furry Maid, and cats. I think I've made myself clear in the past that I love games with progression, and there is nothing more appetizing than a battle pass, time-gated everything. Like, what about the fear of missing out every 3 weeks? Twice every 3 weeks. But I won't complain, I'm not naive enough to think that free actually means free. This isn't my first rodeo, okay? I have a huge history of making horrible decisions. So what's got me hooked, right? Aside from the waifus, and waifus, I can tell you that it's not the TV thing. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's pretty far from being the best. I think it works well for the event stages, so maybe it's starting to grow on me since I've been forced to farm Hollow Zero. The hub world isn't much to explore, but it is fine the way it is. Cause honestly, it's nothing compared to what they did with the story. I love what they did with the story by adding the skip button. I think the story is like a mix of Herbie Fully Loaded, The Matrix, and Jaws? Now, none of those things particularly suck. There's just a lot of crap. None of it is horrible, but none of it is really that exceptional either. It's just kind of what you've grown to expect.
I can't believe you did this!
But there is one feature that I absolutely love, aside from the skip button, and that is spinning to win. And I'm not only talking about Piper, because everybody spins to win.
Yeah, the shining golden side. Let your inner spark ignite. Find a treasure, a growing bright. Reach out for it and take a flight. Lucky you're not at least you tried. Chin up.
But I guess you can choose not to spin.
But why?
But it's not only spinning, it's the simplicity and satisfaction from combat that makes it so freaking fun. The perfect assist is just
Nice.
the impact from that spark, the satisfying clang, and that counter. Then you go full Matrix mode and blow everybody's brains out.
Dodge this. Don't even try it. You're surrounded!
The eye candy is pretty insane. The explosion of colors, the explosion of numbers, the explosion of joy. In fact, I had to turn down the colors because it's hurting my freaking eyes. Now check out the Shark Boo. He's totally trying his best. I've honestly never noticed if these guys make much of a difference because there is so much crap happening. I only have the mental capacity to keep my eyes on 2 things at once. It's more than that though that keeps me coming back for more. The endgame content is great. Hollow Zero makes use of roguelike style buffs, and it actually works. And I don't mean like, what I mean is, it's actually fun. Shield defense is sweet not only because you don't have to play as the TV, but because it's actually challenging. Well, kinda. Because once you get geared up and leveled up, it gets pretty easy. But the new content does seem to get harder, so I'm hopeful and pretty pumped to gear up more agents. And speaking of, the crafting animation is just... well... completely unnecessary. I have been trying to gear up my favorite waifus, but it is a bit of a struggle. In more ways than one. But there's a waifu or agent for everyone. For the weebs, the bears, the hungry, the cultured, and yeah, those guys as well. I didn't think they could have made a better design than Ellen, so I kinda went ahead and dumped all my resources into building her.
Time for
a formal introduction.
I'm in danger!
It's fine though, because I love pulling for new waifus and building new teams. It just becomes a little hard when RNG freaking hates you. So in about 83 pulls, when I finally get Soldier 11, I'll have a reason to build Kalita, who has just kept freaking pulling from losing the 50-50s. Oh, and one more thing. This part. This part is really
Ready to get
addicting as
cuffed?
well.
Give me your hand.